Procrastination is clearly eroded by goal setting, by enabling you not only to see where you want to go, but by providing you with a clear path on how to get there. Hey, Tracy Brinkman here from YourSuccessAtLast.com. Here we are with entry number 4 on your Procrastination Series. Over the last few entries, I've been discussing procrastination in depth. Today, I want to give you your first tool for overcoming procrastination. As I mentioned in the last blog entry, I haven't actually given you any hard and fast tools to overcome your procrastination habit yet, and some have asked why. The answer is simple. In all the group and individual coaching that I've done over the years, I've found one thing to ring absolutely true. And that one thing is, the better that you understand the task or problem or fear that you're trying to overcome, the much easier it is, and the much more successful you'll be in overcoming it when you finally have the tools to do so. The work will still be there to get done, but the groundwork for getting it done will be much more solid, and you'll be far more motivated to do it if you understand as much as possible what it is you're trying to overcome. So, that's why I've spent the last few entries trying to get you to look at procrastination from all these different angles, from angles of reasons and excuses. And today I want to give you your first tool to begin chipping away at procrastination. And that first tool is goal setting. Yeah, I know this is nothing new for me to talk about goal setting, but if you're a procrastinator, you probably love goal setting as your first tool. Why? Well, because many procrastinators use goal setting as a way to take time to think and plan and dream, even enabling your procrastination. Because, if you take the time to sit down and plan out your task or goal, then you've accomplished something, haven't you? Yes and no. If your plans stay on the computer or in your journal or on that piece of paper, then yes, it's another way to promote your procrastination. But use it as the tool it's meant to be, as a way to start that great race. And as any competitive runner will tell you, how you start the race is just as important as how you finish it. So use your goal setting to be a great start to the race. Then it's a tool that it's meant to be. So I want to give you a few tips on goal setting for overcoming procrastination, and I want to share with you how to do so without getting caught in the trap of using goal setting as a tool for procrastination, but rather for the tool I want to give it to you as overcoming procrastination. Alright, tip number 1 is one at a time. Work one goal at a time. Procrastinators love to set goals and make plans and dream big dreams. They spend all their energy on planning, not taking action. Narrow your goals down to one and take action, even a small action. Daily small steps towards your goal are going to do wonders for your psyche, for your self-esteem, and for your motivation. If you get the urge to plan or set out a whole new goal, stop. Write it down in your journal, on a piece of paper, and come back to it when your current goal is complete. Number 2, walk, run, fly. That's the order you need to do it in. One of the biggest mistakes I see many most sincere and motivated people make is to choose that huge goal right out of the gate. That huge daunting goal looms over them every day like a dark cloud, raining doubt down upon them, and usually they'll give up. Start with a smaller goal first. Accomplishment of smaller goals will motivate you to the next bigger one, and the next bigger one, and the next large one, and so on. You'll be building back up your self-confidence. It will build up that self-esteem that you'll need to later overcome what once seemed like that huge daunting goal, one goal at a time. Number 3, precision. Don't be vague. Quite simple, that's all there is to it. Don't be vague. Avoid setting goals like, I want to lose some weight. Turn that more into a specific goal. I'm going to weigh 175 pounds by the 3rd of March. Now see, that's clear, that's specific, and you know when you've reached it. And you know when you haven't reached it, right? Number 4, chunk it, slice it, dice it. Now that you have the goal and you're precise about it, then you can break it down into the hows of accomplishment. I'm going to double my green vegetable intake, and I'm going to cut my sweets down to 2 a day. And so on. You get the point. Very precision, very precise, very small. I can do that. That's easy to do. as you see these precise goals, and then you chunk them down and slice them down and dice them down into smaller tasks, you're able to see not only what you want, but how to get it. Number 5, start. This one should go without saying, but you have to say it. Then again, we are talking about procrastinators here. Procrastinators love to set goals and make plans, and that's where they stop. To break that cycle, immediately after setting your goal, make sure it's not too big. Right now, defining it clearly and breaking it down, chunking, slicing, and dicing, do something, anything, towards its accomplishment right then and there. Take one simple action towards your goal, and that one simple action will do wonders for your motivation and your self-esteem. Goal setting is much more than just writing things down on a piece of paper that you want to accomplish and hanging on that piece of paper on the refrigerator of hope, waiting for it to come true. It's more of a thought-provoking and planning practice that will compel you to realistically look at what you can accomplish in the time that you want to accomplish it in. When you take the time to create a successful goal-setting practice and all that it entails, you will have laid the foundation for not only successful completion of that goal, but in completing that goal, you will give you the motivation and the self-esteem and the self-confidence to set and achieve the next one, and the next one, and so on. So, those are your 5 tips for goal setting to avoid procrastination. Here's some of your success at last actions I want you to take now. Number 1, what's your stopping point? I want you to think for a moment, or where do you usually stop on your goals? Especially ones that you've found you keep setting over and over and over again. What point do you usually stop on that goal? Number 2, go back to that project you picked back on Procrastination Series Volume 1. That little goal I told you to pick that you were going to work on, does it meet the criteria we just talked about? Is it the right size for you? If not, go back to your original list and pick a new one. Pick one that is the right size. Or create a new one. Create it right now so you're done listening. Pick one that's the right size. Next, chunk it, slice it, dice it. Take that goal and break it down into smaller tasks. Guess what? Number 4, take action now. Seriously, take these actions now. And in the next part of this series, I'm going to talk to you about a very paralyzing problem that promotes procrastination. I'm going to give you some tips to overcome it. So, go do it now. Pick out your thing, write down your task, chunk it, slice it, and dice it. Take that first action now. Until next time, think successfully and take action.